Hello everyone, Ron here from LTL Tutoring Central. And if you want to keep learning and keep having fun while you're doing it, you are in the right place. Now, I didn't block the sun today. Oop, wrong side, there we are. Everything's backwards on the camera because it's such a beautiful sunny day. And today's topic is, how are you coping? And sunshine can be helpful if you get any. That's just luck. But you should enjoy the sunshine. So I'm asking, but I'm also going to give a few tips and humble recommendations on how you might be able to cope not only with this COVID-19 situation, which is worldwide and affecting people differently depending on where you are, but it seems to be affecting everyone. And a lot of people are getting very stressed, very anxious. It's a difficult situation for sure. So how do we cope? How do we deal with any kind of situation? Because we're personally faced with different ones throughout our lives, aren't we? And now we're all facing a major pandemic. One thing is to enjoy the sunshine and get out and have a walk. That's my primary, is walking. Sometimes I walk an awful lot, but it is a wonderful low impact exercise that can help reduce stress and make you feel better. Of course, you can go jogging. You can enjoy gardening if you have a garden. If you don't have a garden, if you just have a patio or you just have a balcony, you could still maybe do some potted plants, grow some new flowers that you've never tried before, something like that. You could start up a hobby. It could be a hobby that you do online. It could be a hobby you do in your home, or if you have a yard or a garage or something, it could be a hobby that you do there. It could be collecting something. It could be learning how to repair something. It could be almost anything. There's so many different activities that we can do. Of course, reading is very important, and you know I'm going to get into the studying or into the learning aspect. I almost hate to say studying because I had a question today from someone who obviously hates studying, because I think people think of it as work, and I'm trying to get people to think differently about learning, that learning is not all work. Of course, there's some studying or work involved in it, but it's about enjoyment. It's about getting something new. And that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be book learning or academic learning, but it can be. So you could do a sport. You could do gardening. You could do a hobby, collecting something, learning to cook something new. If you don't know how to cook, you could learn how to cook. If you do know how to cook, you could learn new recipes, something different that you haven't tried before. But the main idea is to step outside of the news. Keep up to date, know what you're supposed to do, and then turn it off. Because watching 24/7 news is not healthy. It's not good for you. So why am I talking about walking or jogging or gardening or learning new recipes and things when this is all about tutoring and learning? Well, because keeping your body and your mind healthy is one of the best ways to be able to keep learning. Plus, almost all of the things I've mentioned are areas in which you can learn. And it's not all about sociology and mathematics. And I've always said learning isn't just about the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. There's a lot more to learning. Learning is life, in my opinion. And the more you do in other areas, the easier it will be to learn those more academic subjects, because your body and your brain will be ready. So exercise helps to oxygenate the body and keep the mind healthy as well. It's part of the body, by the way. So that's important. But the more you learn, the more you can learn. So if you learn some sport, if you learn a new game, whether you're doing it online or in the home, we have to be careful with how many people we meet right now, but that will open up avenues in your brain as well. That will create new synapses. That will make you more aware and more capable to do other things like mathematics, like writing an essay. Believe it or not, all kinds of learning. Music can open up all kinds of avenues for you. I should do more music, really, but I haven't yet. But it's also very good. Art as well. So don't think it's limiting to learn. You can learn all sorts of things. And there's lots of lessons online. I'd be very happy if you come and learn from me, of course, but I don't teach everything. So there's lots of other people and lots of other platforms. Some are free, some cost money. It depends what you want to learn and how far you want to go. But learning can also relieve stress. Now, you might not think that if you hate school, but don't think of it as school. Don't think of it as work. Don't think of it as study in a bad way. Think of it as gaining something for yourself. I've said this a lot, and I will continue to do so because I truly believe that if you think of it as getting something for you that you can use for the rest of your life and that you can enjoy, then all the other stuff kind of disappears. Well, I shouldn't say that. Most of it does. You still sometimes get a little stressed. But if I'm stressed learning a new math equation, which I am sometimes because I'm always learning too, it takes my mind off of the national news, the international news, the local news, all of the news that is mostly bad going on today. But really, even before the pandemic, news was usually about difficult situations. So if I'm focusing on that, I'm not able to focus on the other as much. It takes me away from it for a while. And then later when I'm sitting down and I'm just relaxing, I'm reading or having my dinner, whatever, I am calmer, I'm more relaxed, and I'm more able to maybe watch a few minutes of the news and understand what I need to do, what's going on, okay, and that's enough. Don't keep on with that. Those are just a few tips, and it does involve learning. All of it has something to do with learning, and it makes you open to learning even academically. If you would like to do some lessons with me or have your children do some lessons with me, of course, get in touch. I will leave a website link below, and you can get my email and just send me a message. You can leave a comment or a message if you're watching this on YouTube as well. Also, let me know how you're doing. How are you doing? What are you doing to feel better, to cope with what's going on? There's lots of things we can do. Keep in touch with people online if necessary, even the old telephone. I still have a landline. Some people tease me about that. But it works to talk to somebody. It's not the same, true, but it's still better than nothing. So keep in touch with people. Join some groups online. Maybe it might help too. So there's many, many things we can do. Maybe share some of this information down below if you like, and then other people can benefit from it as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You see more videos about learning, study tips, writing, all of those sorts of things. And like the video if you do. I hope you do. Also click on the notification bell, and that way you will be notified when there are new videos. And often I have blogs as well. This week I didn't do a blog on this topic, but I will put a link to the general blog below so you can check out some of the recent blogs that have been done there. It's Ron from LTL Tutoring Central. Keep learning, keep having fun, and keep coping. I'm sure you can do it with a little effort. Take yourself outside and do something different. I mean, outside of your usual realm. You don't have to go literally outside if you don't want to. You can do something at home. All right, bye-bye for now. We'll talk to you later.